This is a very important report. As it clearly says in its summary, this work has arisen in the context of increasing interconnectedness between the roles of the European Court of Human Rights, national constitutional courts, and the Court of Justice of the European Union. Given the absence of a clear constitutional hierarchy between these jurisdictions, we are dealing with a sort of multi-level constitutionalism. The human rights in Europe are not three-way street. It is a one-way street, and it is clearly said in the report. National constitutional courts must, as well as the Court of Justice of EU, be in line with the European Court of Human Rights as most important European court for protection of the human rights. As well, improvements are also needed to ensure that domestic courts appropriately engage with the case law of the European Court on Human Rights when applying the human rights at domestic level, including through making the court's knowledge-sharing guidelines available in all languages of Council of Europe. Dear friends, one member country, Bulgaria, is not committed to its obligations as member of Council of Europe. For years, Bulgaria declines to implement the judgments of the European Court on Human Rights. There are 16 judgments by the court connected to the Macedonians in Bulgaria that are not implemented. Macedonians are forbidden to use and teach their mother language, restricted of the right of assembly, as well as participation on elections. These judgments must be implemented. The national constitution and courts cannot be above the judgments of the European Court of Human Rights. When domestic institutions fail to protect the human rights of Macedonians in Bulgaria, they see Strasbur as their hope for respect of the basic human rights. It is clearly written in the report that almost all responding countries answered that their courts refer to the Convention when a justification of human rights issues. In the same sentence, the report for Bulgaria and several other countries clearly says, nevertheless, the degree to which the Convention and/or the European Court of Human Rights decisions are persuasive authority differs. I agree with these positions in the report, and I think they should be more solid in wording and more direct, requesting countries such as Bulgaria is to fully adjust its political system to be in line with the European Convention of Human Rights and respect the human rights of all national minorities, including Macedonians. Bulgarians are very vocal for cases that are out of their borders, but fail to implement a single judgment of the court for years. This is not acceptable. Full respect of the Convention and the national constitutional order is not anti-technical, but fully complementary. The Assembly should consider that the priority of the Council of Europe should be the reinforcement of legal and moral authority of the Convention. Thank you very much.